So, you're a photographer, you got a lot of work on your hands, you've shot weddings, you've done events, you have thousands of photos to go through, and you still have photo shoots coming up in the next coming weeks. So, what do? You ask yourself, should I source it out to a photo editor? But that means you have to take a chunk out of your pay. If you do so, should I cancel my upcoming shoots? Tell the client you might take longer to deliver? No. What if I told you you could handle all this work and not lose sleep or a social life? Do you want to be known as that photographer who gives next day deliveries like Amazon Prime? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna tell you how. Today, I'm gonna give you some rules and tips to help skyrocket your productivity and get a lot of work done. Hello everyone, my name is Joe. Welcome to the Genius of Joe. And today we'll be discussing how to become a more productive photographer. I wanted to make this video as recently in the last few months I've created a routine for myself and changed a lot of factors in my life that has helped me become much more productive as a photographer and filmmaker. I'm able to get a lot more work done than I could before. Meaning my business has gotten much better and I'm able to make a lot of YouTube videos and shoots at the same time. There's three main things. One of them isn't as important, but there are three main things that are going to help you with your productivity level. Like, oh, come over here. Mwah, mwah. Look at it. Oh, she doesn't want to be there. No. Okay. First tip. Your diet. Now, I think a disgusting amount of people, especially photographers or filmmakers, take diet for granted. And you don't know how much this can affect your productivity and brain power in the future. How should you change your diet? Well, first thing, cut out any processed or junk food. This has proven to be extremely bad for your mental health and cause extreme brain fog in your life. I mean, obviously you kind of know this from personal experience. Have you ever stuffed your face in chocolate or pizza or any other type of like junk food and you just feel like absolute shit afterwards? Like you have this sense of regret or guilt? You might think, well, I eat junk food and I'm fine. I get a lot of work done, but you don't realize how tired and lethargic you actually are until you stop eating those foods and start eating healthier. And the next step in your diet would be to cut out carbs or cut most your carbs out in your diet. Again, carbs has also been proven to cause a lot of brain fog. Even the ones that are healthier, like rice and pasta and bread, those can cause a lot of brain fog. What are the foods that cause what are the foods that don't cause brain fog? Well, that's meat, eggs, cheese, butter, etc. Things are basically zero carbs. Now, yeah, it's boring, but it's very healthy for you, and it will just help you on your productivity levels and your lack of brain fog, and help you get as much work done as possible. Next tip, morning routine. Now, this is extremely important. I would advise to do all your hard work first thing in the morning. The problem with a lot of photographers and filmmakers is that they fuck up their sleep to get a lot of work done. So they wake up super late because they work all night until 4 a.m., 3 a.m. Why would you fuck up your sleep and do that when you can go to bed early, wake up super early, like 6 a.m. and get 4 to 5 hours of work done? Quickly, I have to move location because where I was, there's too much sun, so I'm in the shade now. So yeah, back to the video. The problem with photographers is that they wake up too late because they go to bed too late. They do all their work until like 3 a.m. in the morning and they're super tired the next day. And they're not able to get a lot of work done the next day because they're so tired. Why fuck up your sleep when what you should be doing is waking up at like 6 a.m. and getting 4 to 5 hours of work done first thing in the morning? Yeah, technically, even though if you had the same amount of time throughout the day than if you woke up later and went to bed later, working in the morning is so much more productive because when you wake up early for a reason. You don't wake up early for no reason. Like, why the hell am I waking up at 6 a.m. just to like sit around and do nothing? So you're much more likely to be more productive in that time. Your brain is more sharp. Then compare it to if you work at night. By the time you start working at night, by that time you've probably worked out, you've ate a bunch of food, like again, carbs, you ate a bunch of carbs, you you've watched YouTube, you've talked to friends, all these things that have soaked up your brain power. Now your brain power is at a minimum, and it's going to be much more harder to be more productive when you work. Like, yeah, obviously you can still get work done. People will do that, but there's going to be a lot of you're probably going to have a lot of breaks in between. You're going to be having snacker breaks, all this bullshit, and you're not going to get as much work done as possible. You're going to be on your phone, watching memes occasionally and getting distracted, all this stuff. Compared to someone like me, who would wake up really early and get all my work done with no distractions. I can get a week's worth of work done in a morning, and by the time I'm finished, I still have time to go and energy to go to the gym, to talk to friends, do shoots, go on dates, anything. I'm gonna go back to the diet real quick. If you don't really, for some reason, like to be healthy or eat healthy food, at least have a healthy breakfast. As this is like the meal before, this is the meal that is gonna fuel your work. Every morning I have 5 eggs and 250 grams of beef mince with no carbs. There's no carbs there, there's no bread, there's no toast or anything, there's no beans or anything. You should not consume any amount of carbs before you work, as you're putting your brain at risk of getting brain fog or something. You don't have to eat as much food as I do, but I just have a huge appetite and I need a big breakfast to satiate me. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So this is my morning routine. I'm gonna give you my morning routine, and this is what I do in the morning. So first thing I do is wake up at around 6:30 a.m. I have a cold shower. I go and meditate. I then have my breakfast, my 5 eggs, my beef, and then do everything else, brush my teeth, skincare routine, all that stuff. Then around 7:30 to 8 o'clock, I start getting work done. This is my second video of film today, and it's only like 10 a.m. Just think about that. How much work I can get done because I'm just sharp with it. I'm sharp, right? And I'll stop work around 12 o'clock. From here, I will have my second meal, my pre-workout meal. I go to the gym, I do a shoot, hang out with friends, anything like that. Again, back to at the start when I said you can still have a social life. With this routine, I'm able to edit around 3,000 plus photos in only the space of a few days, without affecting my routine and going against my schedule and becoming sleep deprived, like what a lot of you guys are doing. You get this massive sum of photos that you have to edit from an event or something, and you're just like, oh, now I have to do my work at night, start working at midnight, and work till 4 a.m., 3 a.m. and get no sleep. Again, what if I told you you don't have to do that? This routine is great, as now you don't have to change your schedule. You don't have to change your schedule to get work done. Again, when I was editing those 3,000 photos, that was for like a boxing event. It was like 3,500 photos. I got them done in like 3 days. And I don't think I even worked on the photos every day. Like one of the days I literally was editing something else. I was doing a YouTube video, for example, or doing something else. So it's like, I didn't have to change my routine at all. I didn't have to sacrifice my social life. I didn't have to work all day or anything like that and tire myself. I was able to get it all done as quick as possible. And I'm able to stick to my same lifestyle and not change anything. Third tip, environment. The best case scenario would be to have a designated room for work, like an office area, a room that you associate with working when you go in there. Sometimes it's hard to get work done when you're in your bedroom because you automatically associate that room with relaxing and sleeping. One thing I would definitely not suggest is working your bed, for example, because you're gonna easily get distracted, and yeah, just don't do it. If you don't have a spare room, try to go to a different part of your bedroom where you would associate with working. So a desk, for example, only go to that desk when you need to work, as then you're gonna associate that desk and sitting at that desk with working, and you're gonna be, it's like a mental thing, right? You're gonna be more likely to get into that work mindset when you're at your desk. Like for me, I don't watch Netflix, or I don't read books or do anything like that when I'm sitting at my desk. I only work when I'm sitting at my desk. The only thing I'm doing is working. So as soon as I sit down, boom, okay, I'm in work mode. It's a mental thing, really. Let's say you get distracted at home, no matter what room you're in. You have to go to other places now. You have to go to a coffee shop or cafe. You're gonna be that guy who people see on their laptop using the cafe Wi-Fi. No. Listen, but you're actually gonna get work done though. You're not gonna be like those guys who go on their laptop and are on their laptop in a cafe and they don't actually do any work. They're just sitting there to look like they do work. Don't do that. Or if you go to university, go to the university campus. Go to a room that you associate with working. For me, even though I do all my deep work in the morning like I'm doing right now, even after I've gone to the gym and I've eaten carbs and done that stuff, if I go to uni and I go to a room that I associate with working, a quiet room that I associate with working, I'm still able to do more work. Like later, I'm probably gonna go to uni after eating food, after I've gone to the gym, and still get more work, still get some work done. So to recap, first tip would be diet, meaning so no carbs and no junk food. Second tip is morning routine, wake up early, stop working at night, start working in the morning, normalize working in the morning rather than at night, right? And third tip is environment. Work in a room that you automatically associate with working. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys found this helpful. It's not really something that people talk about, you know, like these little things, like again, a lot of photographers take like diet for granted and everything like that. And I just want to tell you, like, how can you really boost your productivity levels? Because of my routine and everything like that, all these things, I can get photos out so quickly. I can do a photo shoot and get the photos out the next day. Like next day delivery, like Amazon Prime, like literally next day delivery. And people even I've been complimented on how quick I edit and how quick I can get the photos out. I'm reliable. And you want to be reliable too. So do these things and you'll be able to be the most reliable photographer in your area and you're going to stand out. Because again, a lot of photographers don't do this. A lot of photographers just take their time with it, or like they claim they're busy when if they just panned up their routine and their diet and everything like that, they can get much more work done than they think they can. Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you next time.